So we probably got an inch of rain overnight. Had to delay our ride by about an hour because it was still raining pretty good at 10, but anyways, it's stopped raining. We might get another shower or two, but heading out to Brush Trail all day yesterday. Got a lot done, still a lot more to do. Soil conditions are like ideal. One of the reasons you like to get all this brush cut back is after rain like this, you get drenched. But if it's all brushed back, you don't get soaked. A lot of you guys are fair weather riders and stay home. But conditions can be really good following the rain. So like here, this has all been brushed. Alright, so some of you have noticed I got a new bike, a 23 XC300, about 6 weeks ago. And some of you wanted comments about it, so I'll try to talk and ride here. I just did another map update. The bike came with the 104, I think they call it. And I quite honestly wasn't that impressed with that original mapping. Felt way too rich right off the bottom. See, this has been brushed. And then lean in the middle, so it would be kind of flat, and then it would hit really hard and light everything up. And it was hard to transition in the techie stuff because it made the power feel super abrupt. But on this week, mid June, I believe it was the 14th of June, KTM came up with another map update for the 300, and I put that in, and I really like that because it feels like they leaned out what would be the pilot jet area, the right off 0 to quarter throttle feels leaner to me. I mean, yeah, leaner, not richer. And fuel mileage has been significantly improved. Yesterday we went 75 miles and I still had well over a gallon, just, you know, visualizing or looking at the tank. And it feels like they richened up the middle a little bit, so instead of being so lean through the mid, just feels a lot more linear. So I like it. I like linear power. I do not like abrupt power that just comes in gobs in one place in the power band. So suspension still stock, though I did go up one spring size. I'm 183 pounds. The stock spring was just too soft for me. I do think it needs to be revalved. It tends to settle. Whoa! It tends to settle too deep in the stroke, and I think it needs to be held up in the top of the stroke a little better. Forks are there. Forks that I had 9.7. I'm running 10 bars. They're good, but I still prefer a spring. I don't like the, I don't know, dead feeling of the forks. I'm not sure how it just doesn't feel right to me. The spring just feels better. But with the chainsaw, the ability to have a little more air for the saw and then a little less air is kind of convenient. Where the spring, it's either got to by the spring for the chainsaw, or be a little soft when you're running the chainsaw, which I don't really mind being a little bit on the soft side when I have this on, because for the most part I'm kind of riding slower. When you have 18-pound chainsaw on your forks, you kind of are forced to back off a little bit. But with the air fork you can get it closer. So the air fork is also lighter, so you can feel the lightness, you know. But then, whoa. So I don't know if you remember, we came up this trail last fall, and Brad McNew has been in here doing a lot of brush work. So trails, a lot of the car wash stuff you can't even notice when I ride by, but it's been brushed back a lot. Still running stock gearing. I tend to like it. Every now and then in the most technical, super slow going, it'd be nice to be a little bit lower on first gear, but the motor works so well, it really hasn't been an issue. So I tend to like the gearing. I like the bike. The TBI works really good, especially with this map that I put in, that KTM came up with. It's, in my opinion, way better. I think those of you that like the big hit are gonna think it's not as good, but anyways, and the forecast today is supposed to be full sunshine by 2 o'clock, so it looks like the storm has passed, and with these moist trails and conditions today ought to be crazy good. But we're not here to, we're gonna continue trying to get these trails brushed back, because the trail we're headed to is almost unrideable. The brush is so thick. Like right here, you can't even tell that there's been a lot of brush work. Trails are so much more fun when they're brushed back to ride. Just need more people out helping keep the trails they ride open. But the reality is most people would rather go to a squid pit where they don't have to do anything and pound whoops than come to a pristine mountain trail where some labor is required. But I'd rather do the work and enjoy pristine mountain trails and go pound whoops at the local squid pit with the rest of you squids. Man, that was a lot of brush work. Thank you.
Yeah, you go through it, you're like, is it enough?
Yeah, the blue sky is rolling in. It's hard to believe there was no blue about an hour ago and it was raining pretty hard. So conditions are set up for really good. Like all this has been brushed. Brad did an enormous amount of work in here. All volunteer. Right there, all hacked back. It is so much more fun not being car washed with the brush just slapping you. But boom. Let's see. So like that move I just did, I did a little wheelie to lift the front wheel and to get the rear to clear the rock. Before with the previous map, the bike wanted to, or the power band wasn't as smooth right there. It's kind of hard to describe, but now I can pull it up on the, and hold it with the clutch without having to worry about the power coming off that fat spot and then going lean and like being erratic. It's totally controllable now, so I love it. And then another thing we did, Carl's Cycle Sales in Boise, Idaho, they got a head that they changed the squish band on the head, and that helped a lot too down here on the off-idle stuff. That really cleaned it up, made the power delivery significantly better off the bottom. Almost blew that. Oh well. Oh, this is ridiculously good today. Look at all that brush that was cut. All of this was just car wash. Now it's perfect.